Hello and welcome back to Z-Man ZDC. I'm Z-Man, and today I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do a pocket dump for you guys, and these are all the things I carry on a day-to-day basis, 5 days a week at work. I'm a maintenance technician, so I work with my hands. I fix things, I build things. I wear Carhartt pants with extra pockets, so I just want to kind of give you a heads up. But before we get into this pocket dump, I'm also super stoked because I finally got me a Tonto PM2 on the drop today from Blade HQ. And oh man, I've been trying to get one of those for a long time now, and I'm super stoked, and I cannot wait to get that thing in and open it and share it with you guys. So I just had to get that off my chest because my adrenaline's still going because my phone wasn't loading fast, and I thought I was gonna miss it, but I got one. I can't wait, man. I'm so excited. But anyways, all right, let's get into this pocket dump. So first, of course, I got a mask that I usually shove in my pocket when I'm not wearing it, but we're going to toss that to the side because that's not that important. But we'll start with, I usually have a Hank. I wear glasses, as some of you have seen on the lives and some of my videos. So I always use that to clean my glasses and my phone screen. Then obviously I carry my phone, which is what I'm videoing with, but it is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, which is the new phone that folds in half like the old flip phones. Absolutely love it. It's awesome. It's super cool. I love the profile of it in my pocket, and it's just something I've been looking forward to because I always hated having a giant rectangle in my pocket, so definitely love that. Next we'll go to the knife. Today, this is always subject to change because I collect knives and I'm an enthusiast, obviously, but today I was carrying the 940-2. This is the black G10 with the green barrel spacers. Ooh, man, I need to blow that out with some air. It's got all kinds of dust on there. But yeah, so I was carrying this guy today. Can't go wrong with a 940, right? And then so I have a pocket that's on kind of halfway down my right leg, kind of like a cargo pocket, but without the flap. And I've got a few things clipped to it. So we'll start with this. I always carry a Refine EP1 pen. I've switched to pens like these because, well, I haven't broken it since I got a metal pen. With all the other, I used to carry like the Pilot G2s, but I would always snap the clips off or break it, so this was definitely a cool upgrade. $40, can't beat it for a bolt action pen. They come in copper and titanium and several other variations. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. It's Refine, Refyne. Cool little pens, great price. Next to that, clipped, is usually this guy, a Sharpie. This is the Sharpie Pro, but it's also got kind of a fine tip on there. I use that all the time at work. Next to that is the Exceed Designs. I always forget what the name of this thing is. The Tyront Razor. As you can see on the blade there, it's kind of dirty because I was cutting into some drywall with it today. I had to cut out a hole in some drywall so I could get to some plumbing behind it because we got to replace some plumbing pieces in the wall to make a outdoor faucet work again. So, but I had to access it from the inside of the place. If you haven't checked these out though, they're nice, great little box knives. Need to clean it up a little because it's kind of dirty, but usually pretty drop shutty. Great little action on it. It's actually kind of hard to fail. And then it's really neat because you just kind of push with your thumb on this top little ledge over, and then it will slide out and you can flip the blade around. Real cool little design. They just recently released their version 2.0, which has some upgrades to it, and it comes with a lot more stuff in the case, it looks like some extra hardware and stuff like that, which is super cool. This one I believe was like 69, 70 bucks or somewhere in there. I think the other one is actually running about the same price, so they've kept the cost down even with the extra stuff they've done, so that's super cool. And I believe you can find them on Amazon. I will try to drop some links down below for some of this stuff when I post this. And then next to that, I carry a Lynch Northwest All Access Pass. That's got a little bit of drywall in there too because I used it to pry out the piece that I cut out once I had all the cuts made. You know, a lot of people talk about, I don't understand the pocket or the pry bars, and I didn't for a while either until I started carrying one. And I mean, I don't use it all the time, but there has definitely been some situations for me at my job where it has been the perfect tool in the moment. So I definitely respect it for what it is, and I've definitely found it very handy a few times. So that being said, there's that guy. Okay, and then I've got my, well, we'll take that out of there because I don't need to store my information, but I got my wallet from Joe at Lancelot Leather. All hand stitched, handmade, hand finished. He does great work. If you haven't heard of him or seen his stuff, go check him out. Lancelot Leather. He's on Instagram. He's on YouTube. And he's got his website. It's Lancelot Leather. You type it in Google, it'll come right up. This guy's doing awesome work. He's doing wallets. He's doing other various things. He's doing really cool like work mats for people. Great guy, doing great work. Check him out. Am I missing? Oh yes. So this is probably where I get a little redundant and overboard, but I always carry Swiss Army Knife Classic SD, mostly because honestly, I use the hell out of the toothpick, and occasionally the tweezers when I get a splinter. And I've got a collection of these, so I've got ones in different patterns. This one is the little Bigfoot dude, and on the back it says Hide and Seek World Champion. So I had that guy with me today. And then I also had in the same pocket, just drop down in the right pocket on the front, my Leatherman Squirt PS4. And I have just found this a handy little multi-tool to carry around, lightweight during the summer when I don't have as many pockets with my jacket and stuff. So that's just a really fun one to carry, and it's got some handy stuff in it. Okay, so that about empties out the pockets for the most part. But I wanted to show a quick kind of caveat, because this is something I carried for a long time, and I'll probably start carrying again here soon for the winter. Normally, I would have this guy on my hip with my Gerber Mp400. Love this thing. I've had it forever. It is a champ. I've beat the crap out of it and still keeps coming. Currently, I have an Olight i5T EOS in here, but usually I've got my Baton 3, and I would carry this during the winter a lot of times with the flashlight, because I walk around the premises of our property at work and clean up and sweep up garbage every morning as part of my job. And I get there early enough that it's dark out, and having a flashlight to do that is fantastic, especially with winter coming up and the days getting shorter. So this will probably be back on my hip here pretty soon, but we're going to set that aside because I didn't have it today. So now the fun part of my everyday work carry. And this is where some of you guys are going to be like, what in the world? So everybody's got their standard, personal keys, right? I got my truck key on there, and I got my house key and a couple keys in the Key Smart there. And I got my little Olight there. The, what is that? The IR2 EOS. Love that little guy. Great little USB flashlight. This is a Civivi carabiner that I found. Titanium. It's pretty awesome. I like it. And then I also got, these were, was a brand, Mech Army Titanium key rings. And that came in like a pack of 4, like all different sizes. So that's pretty cool. So that's my normal keys, right? Now, being a maintenance guy, I go to multiple buildings in a day and have to be able to access them. So I also have on my other hip this craziness. And I've got most of the keys I use regularly at work. The ones I use the most in my other steel Key Smart here is getting pretty beat up. I might have to switch to a key bar soon, I think. Further, a little more, they hold up a little better. So yeah, there's those. And then something I don't always show in a lot of my pictures, and these kind of bounce around pockets. Usually, if I have a jacket on, they'll be in the jacket pockets because, well, I don't usually, everything else is full with this stuff. My vape juice and my vape with me every day. I quit smoking 2 years ago, and these have been my jam ever since. I don't know how many of you are into vaping, but this is the Geek Vape Aegis Solo. So it takes a single 18650 battery. This thing is a tank. It's like the AK-47 of the vape world. I mean, it's waterproof. I've dropped it, I don't know how many times. It is just a beast. It takes a beating, and it keeps on chugging. As you can tell, it's got all kinds of wear on it. I've beaten the hell out of it, and it still works like a champ, and I love this thing. So if you're into vaping and you need something tough because you do a job like mine, Geek Vape Aegis Solo. Fantastic vape mod. And then the juice. Pachamama is one of my favorite brands. They got one called Fuji Apple that I love. Switched it up with this one, and those are with me all the time. So I know it looks like a lot of stuff, but on a regular work day for me, 5 days a week, I use most of it every day. So, you know, I see on Facebook, I see on Instagram, people, oh, that's a lot of stuff in your pockets. Well, in some cases, if you don't know what they're doing with that stuff, it might make sense for their day to day, just like it does me. Um, I use the hell out of this stuff. Now don't get me wrong, on the weekends I slim it way down and I carry it way lighter. Um, but this is my work carry. Some days, depending on which pair of work pants I'm wearing, I'll carry one knife, or I'll carry two knives. Not counting this guy. And it just depends. And like I said earlier, the knives are always subject to change because, well, when you have a good collection of them like I do, and you're an enthusiast like we all are, most people watching this, well, you got to switch them out. You got to have fun and you got to enjoy them, right? So, anyways, I feel like I'm rambling now. Sorry, guys. Just wanted to share this with you. I thought it'd be a fun little video to do. Super stoked I'm getting that Tonto PM2. Y'all stay safe out there, stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.